not believe your
Checking us out at ampradio.com. And today we have a very special guest, an exclusive interview with, well, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
My name is Adam Young. I am 22 years old, and I make music in a project called Owl City. I'm from a small town in southern Minnesota called Owatonna.
Can you explain to us Owl City? Tell us what it's about.
Well, the name Owl City comes from something that happened to me when I was in second grade or so. I can remember it was a Friday afternoon before school was let out for the weekend, and our class was doing a show and tell. And a kid in my class, his family actually, raised owls. So he and his dad brought one in to show everybody. And I remember him being mid-sentence telling the class about his owl as his dad was taking it out of the cage. And the thing freaked out and flew around the room a few times. And all the students, lost it. So kids were running and screaming and yelling and laughing and pointing. And for whatever reason, that stuck with me for years. And the rest, is obvious.
It's good. Now, what inspired you to write Fireflies? What is that about?
Well, I went camping last summer in northern Minnesota, where there isn't really much of anything. It's just kind of hills and valleys and lakes and trees, lots of evergreens. And I'd planned that weekend out forever because there was going to be a meteor shower that night. And so I remember lying on my back looking up at the sky and seeing these shooting stars and thinking about how much they, kind of abstractly resembled fireflies. And I thought, what a cool idea that would be to translate that whole vibe and that mood and that feeling into music. And so that's what sort of started me initially thinking about the concept of writing the song Fireflies.
Now, for those viewers watching this right now, how do you go from your basement to having a #1 song in the country? How does that happen?
Honestly, I have no idea. And that's a great question to which I have no good answer. I'm just totally overwhelmed and totally thrilled and overjoyed to be able to kind of sit back and watch things happen on their own and watch things progress. And as an artist, the knowledge of knowing that people are out there listening and knowing that the art that you worked so hard at and poured your heart and soul into is connecting with people, that's priceless. And it's entirely breathtaking.
Okay, on a much more serious note, what is your favorite word that rhymes with... Seriously? We're doing an interview.
Sorry.
We got Owl City. Sorry about that. Seriously, what is a word, your favorite word, that sorry about that. That rhymes with tube?
My favorite word is cube because it makes me want to go to the fridge and get an ice cube and put it in my mouth.
That's a very, very interesting word, cube. All right, I want to thank Adam Young, Owl City, for stopping by. You can check out his record. It's out now, Ocean Eyes, and I'm going to let you leave us with whatever you want. What's your favorite saying?
My favorite saying is, life's a trip, because it is that indeed.
You would not believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies